Everyone, I thought today I'd show you a very quick, neat life hack or modification, tinkering, I don't know what you'd like to call it. But what I've done is I have an Esbit cooker here, an old Esbit cooker, which I use when we go camping on the land sometimes, or in a little pack. Really super for making hot drinks and a little bit of cooking. This is an old, it's an original Esbit cooker you can see here. My partner thinks possibly from the Austrian Army use, made in Germany, really nice quality. And I bought this awesome little cooker on another flea market. I'm sure I only paid something like €2 or €3 for it, which is a brilliant price for it. Just open up here and show you. Still got the original tabs inside, which are sealed inside this box. So I leave them in the box because it's quite useful for an extra bit of tinder, maybe if I ever need it for fire making. Just put that to one side. So yesterday my partner and I were in a shop called Conrad in Vienna. This is a bit like an electrical store where you can buy things for model making and computers and general electricals and power tools. And we came across these metal grids. They're actually protection grills for fans for computers. And I picked this one up. This is the packaging here. It's got the dimensions on it here. Schutzgitter or protection grill for a fan. It's got some dimensions there. So this one's a little bit smaller, and I thought, wow, this could be used. I think my partner's seen it before on other life hacks where people use them to make little hobo stoves and fire, platforms for making a campfire. So I bought the smaller one. Both of them were only €1.99, which is, pretty cheap, and it's worth buying it to have a go. So what I did is I took a pair of pliers to mine. The original, as you can see, the profile has just a slight flat edge on it with a kink in it. And I took pliers and bent each corner to fit the dimensions of the Esbit cooker. And what I did was, as I put each one on, I made sure that I tried to get it as kind of parallel to the side of the cooker as I could, and bent it in such a way that it's tight enough that it will actually just clip on now, which is really great. And the nice thing about it is it now presents a really great flat surface for a cooker. I've got a Tatonka cooking cup here. It doesn't come with this lid. This lid's my partner's lid from a Stanley cook set. Tatonka don't make a lid for this cup, which is a real shame. If you have a Stanley cook set, you have this really neat lid which fits perfectly on this one. But from it you can see that you get a really nice stable platform for an Esbit cooker. As you know, with some cookers you have to fold the sides of the Esbit cooker in to meet the dimensions of your cup. But this sits really nicely. I do have a smaller cup that I can put on here as well, and it's really nice and stable. And you've got, plenty of room to get to the fuel tabs if you need to add more. We had an idea that possibly, because I do have a larger Esbit cooker here. This is one of these cheap ones that you can buy in Sports Direct and things. Again, if you hunt around, you can pick them up really, really cheap. And we thought that maybe we could use the larger one on this, but actually it doesn't really fit very well. Of course, you can fold in the sides of the cooker, and if you make this kind of shape, then you could possibly balance it on top. I've tried each way. You can kind of snap it on. And I suppose in principle you could take some tent pegs and stake down the sides of the pins here. That could work. But to be honest, the traditional hack or life mod hack with tent pegs and an Esbit cooker actually works really, really well. Just get that opened up a bit better. Whoops. Gosh, I'm being really clumsy here now. Trying to get it level, dropping things around. It's not very neat. But you can see if you put that straight on, that works quite well as well. I don't think I've got the legs pulled out correctly here, but you get the idea. So that is always going to be a simple, stable mod for this cooker that works quite well. So focusing back on the little cooker today though, this little mod works really, really well. It's very neat, very cheap, $1.99. So have a go if you think it might. If you use Esbit cookers for camping, it's a really easy mod, and you can see it packs away really nicely. Get that, pop that back in there, close it up, kind of clip it onto the back if you want to clip it there. Back into this little super pouch that I've got here. It's really strong. It keeps the smell of those horrible tabs in there because they do smell nasty. So I hope you like that. That's an Esbit cooker cooking platform, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Bye.